I've asked this on Instagram. How is feminism? You're free. You have reproductive choice. You have right to vote. You can go. You can do whatever you want. That being said, do you want to be with a man and make babies and live a life that what you have somebody to charter your life with? Black women in particular, listen to me. Listen, well, I'm not your enemy. High value man ain't your problem. Feminism is your problem. And until you guys wrestle with the fact that you were used for someone else's benefit and come back to the table and sit down and talk to the men, because we're your only men, you won't be able to take advantage of what's next. And what's coming next? Here's what's coming next. The Great Resignation is what I'm talking about Wednesday. How women across the country, 22 million jobs will quit in 2 months. And I am seeing more non-black women who have quit their jobs, and they're working either for their man, their husband, or with their boyfriend, and smiling. I want black women to really understand where you're going. The reason why the Great Resignation is happening and you are going to be overrepresented in the workforce. What's coming down the line? You may get a token raise. They may offer you 5-6% more, maybe even a 10% raise. And it ain't because they think you special. It's because you're all that's left. But especially if you're in California, Chicago, Miami, New York City, the inflation is up year over year. Ladies, understand something. If you're not getting at least a 7% raise, you're losing money every year. It used to be 3%. What are you guys going to do? I need to get on. Hello? Hi, how are you? Melanie? Yeah. Hi, how are you? I can. How old are you? Okay. What? Okay. What do you got for me? Okay. And why is that? Are you married or are you single? Okay. Go ahead. Well, yeah, of course. There you go, you thirsty mother suckers. They're like, black and Greek. There you go. She ain't yours. Go ahead. Any kids? Does he watch my program? Okay. And refresh our memory. You're how old again? Okay, so you've been with your husband pretty much your adult life. Okay, well, go ahead. I mean, I'm with it. And let me make an announcement. Let me say something real quick. Hold on. Let me say something real quick. And guys, you need to understand something. When you're with somebody, I see it. She's 27 years old, married. Her husband's he's a high value man, making well into 6 figures. She's saying she was in her culture. She was pretty much raised to be a wife, and they've been together 8 years. Yeah, no, so that's what I'm refreshing the audience because the audio was off. But when that's okay, I'll let you know when to come in. But when you're with somebody early on, and it tends to not be a toxic situation, you will always end up. My ex-wife, shout out to my ex, you know, she's married again, but we're still cool people because we knew each other from when we were little. Look, man, we are not adversarial. Black people, we are not broken. We just got to decide to make relationship the number one priority over these
Right. And see, I'm
goddamn
half
jobs.
black
Go
too.
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, see, I'm half black too. Well, I mean, I get it, like I know seeing, but my mom, she is black, but she submitted to my dad.
Is your father black or is your mother black?
My mom is black. She's a black woman, but she
Okay.
submitted,
Hmm.
but and that's you don't really see that. Like, I don't know, like even two of my aunts, her
That's what I was
sisters,
going to
they're
ask. What about your aunts?
yeah, yeah, no, her sister. Like I said, I am still half white,
Okay. Did
but
did your hold on? I want to ask a question. Did your aunt are your aunts married?
no,
Okay. Have your aunts had relationships in your lifetime?
yes,
Have they been with black men?
yes,
Did they submit to those black men?
no,
Did they date non-black men?
yes,
Did they? How did they submit to those men?
no. Like it literally they like the way that my mom acts versus her sisters is so different.
Where's your mother in the birth order?
She is the youngest, so she got to see everyone and how it went.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, what would you like the audience to know? Because your aunt, see, it's not uncommon for one when there are multiple daughters. It's not uncommon for one, especially in our community, to get it, and the other ones don't. But they were all taught the same things.
Well, it's all of them though. It's all of them. Like my mom is one of eight, and she's the only one that's been married 30 years.
Well, so I said it's not uncommon for one
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, how old is your mother?
She is 52.
Okay. It's, so your mother's my age, Generation X. These
Yes.
Generation X women learn the same stuff baby boomer women did.
Hmm.
Baby boomer women who would be your grandmother's age were taught by would have been my grandmother's generation. Uh,
Right.
okay, so the baby boomer
Well,
women, if they chose to, they taught their daughters, but their daughters decided what to do. They taught Generation X what to do. Your mother just followed the teachings, and she taught it to you, and you could just. That's what freedom is. You can choose to follow or not. But the other women
yeah.
sound like they're unmarried.
But my mom, she was kind of like anti-feminism a little bit, because she was like, she taught me that I needed, like, I just don't, I hear a lot of women when they think of being married, they're like, I don't want to be a slave. And it's like, it's not being a slave. It's you're
Mm-hmm.
taking care of somebody you love. You're taking care of your family. I don't see it as being a slave. Like,
Well,
yes, I want
well,
my family to be happy and have a good meal. I want them to be taken care of and have clean clothes. Like, why would you not do that for someone you love? It's not being a
well. Hold
slave.
on. Okay, okay. That's what you say, but because you're in the black community, is that what is preached?
No, it's definitely not. And that's why I'm saying that feminism is like in the actual definition, I'm a feminist. Like I want us to be equal, but at the same time, we're not equal because like so back when my husband and I were first together, he used to do the hard jobs, like now he does good, but he used to do the hard jobs, the concrete construction. He used to do a regular construction. There's no way I could have been in that job.
Are you going to have children? You have more children?
Yes, yes. We're
Yeah.
actually trying.
Do you have a son or a daughter?
We have a daughter. We would like to have a couple of boys.
And how old
We
is your
love
daughter?
raising boys. She's 5, but she'll be
Okay.
6 this year.
So are you training your daughter to be a wife?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm teaching her how to cook. I'm teaching her to clean. I'm telling her how to do the things. But that's how it was for me.
Okay.
Like I was raised ironing the clothes and
Okay.
everything.
Do you have any sisters?
No,
Do you have any brothers?
I have a brother.
And is he married?
No, he's younger. I have a younger brother.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you. Awesome.
Bye bye. So, guys, what I'm ultimately saying is, you know, a lot of women will say, I didn't learn this growing up. Well, if you're Generation X, you saw it. Whether you learned it, you saw it. If you're over 40, you saw it. And if you're over 40, unmarried, it's because you rebelled. You chose not to do what other groups of women did. And now, millennial women, unfortunately, some of you millennial women, you may have saw it if your mom's an older Gen X or an early baby boomer. A lot of millennials' parents are baby boomers too. So I take that back. If you're over 35, you saw it. So what comes next? Why is this important? Ladies, hit the link. If you don't want to be on camera, all you have to do is ask to not be on camera. Yeah, that was all in that lady's chesticles. That's why I moved my picture over there. That was a married woman, y'all. Come on now. She was married. Okay? Have a little decorum. Come on, man.